I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
What the hell's going on out here?
Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast, Volume 170. Another in-person together pod. Actually, continuation in a way. We finished 169. Well, yeah,
169 in a hotel room, the Hampton Inn.
Right, and then we were going to get some lunch, which we got, and then we thought, we're in the car. We're taking Alfred over to the cruise ship. Let's pod again.
We're potting again.
While we sit in the car and have some McAllister's Deli sandwich.
Yes, this is my second time at McAllister's, maybe my third, but it's been 2.5 years or so. I ended up getting the jalapeno crunch, turkey crunch. For those of you on Patreon, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. And Al ended up getting the French dip.
I got a French dip not knowing we were going to be sitting in a car. I probably would have, I thought we were going to be sitting at a table. I don't know if I would have went with the French dip in the car because it seems like a mess. You know, I mean, I'm not going to be dipping my French into the au jus.
Yeah, the au jus.
The au jus. So,
everything's so sexual with the French, right? The French kissing, the dipping the French in the au jus. It's all
deserting.
Yeah.
They're very sexy that way. The way they run away from bullets and have no interest in, and don't use. Perfume was created in France.
Yes, it was.
As a defense mechanism, because they don't shower.
Sonic, America's Drive-In. Commercial audition, take one.
That is good.
Is that good jalapeno crunch?
Yeah, it has applewood bacon, and it actually has potato chips in it. And they gave me a side of potato chips as well.
What do you mean in it?
That's why the crunch inside the actual bread. See, look. They have,
And cut.
Like in Pittsburgh. What's that? The sandwich where they put the fries in the sandwich.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Where's that?
The Parami brothers.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's Parami, like our old late, great Jeff Parami. But I think it's Parami. I believe so. If you're from Pittsburgh, help me out on this one. And if you're not on the Patreon, boy, this is what you pay your $5 a month for. You want to see two morons eating a sandwich in a car. It's really, this is good pod.
It's very exciting. It will draw a lot of people in for about 30 seconds, and then they're out. But I just wanted to point out that we are in a beautiful, newish Buick Regal, which is a chick magnet down here in Tampa, and it worked. Now you're dating the lovely Kelly. Did you have the vehicle first?
Well, as people know, I believe they know, or do they know this? I don't know if they know the story, but I met Kelly while I was on that 5-month cruise. We ended up talking through a dating app before I left, and then she had never really been on the dating app. She wanted, and then we texted a little bit, but then I was going, hey, I'm going to be away for 5.5 months. So, good luck out there in the dating world. I wish I could date you, but I can't. I'll be on the adventure of the seas.
So this car.
So I was dating Kelly at the same time. I was dating her. And then I came home, and that week I bought the car. So it was a combination. I met her in person, and then 3 days later, bought the car.
That's when she fell for you.
When she saw the Buick
Head
Regal.
over heels. When she saw the white
Regal.
Buick Regal. That's when she said,
Yep.
This guy's definitely got it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. See, I don't need a car to get a chick. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. That's your
Yeah,
point.
that's my point. I didn't need a car. It was all
overkill.
It was all personality and, looks and humor that brought her in. But the Regal sealed the deal. It really closed. The Regal's a closer. You know what I mean?
So what do you want to do? It's like, okay, you got your brass ring, so to speak. What do you do with this vehicle now? Do you lend it out to some people that are in a jam or having trouble picking up chicks? What do? Do you help the average Joe?
No, the average Joe can go fuck himself.
That's true.
Yeah,
He can go fuck
I don't
himself.
give a shit about the average Joe. I was on a ship for 5.5 months. I was in, Uncle COVID, wiped us out of our jobs.
I remember
And now that we're back and working again, the average Joe can go blow me. You know what I mean? I don't care. So the
Don't
Regal,
call me average Joe.
the Regal will stay in the garage when I'm out and working, and no, it will not be lent out for any help. So, sorry, average Joe, but
All right.
can't help you.
So we're sitting in the parking lot of Davidoff, eating McAllister sandwiches, and you wanted to sit down with these sandwiches and smoke a cigar afterwards, right?
I would have hoped to do that. It
But I have to be on the ship in like 30 minutes.
didn't work out.
So here's I don't know. This is what we're doing, and
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in the world right now. I haven't been in touch with current events. I was on a plane for many hours. I landed. We did a pod this morning. What's going on in the world, Al?
I have not been looking. My niece was in town. I was doing college tours with her, and I'm leaving tomorrow, which is the, I don't know what day of the week it is.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. I have a 4 a.m. wake-up call. 4 a.m., folks. And I'm flying to Bonaire. I don't know where Bonaire is. I know nothing about it. And I'm getting on a Holland America ship for the first time.
Bonaire is a part of the ABC Islands, which is just off the coast of Venezuela in kind of the Eastern Caribbean, as they call it. So it's a southeastern Caribbean island.
Commies?
Yeah.
Commies.
All those islands down there are divided up between the Dutch and the British, right? As far as sovereignties and territories and whatnot. And they've changed hands many times over the years.
And some French.
I saw French, obviously.
The nude
Right.
bathing. You know,
So
I know you
that's
enjoy
what's going
that.
on down there. There's
mel.
not too many. I don't think any of them have their independency yet.
So you-
Independency? Independence?
So you've been to Bonaire.
I've been to Bonaire. I was just there not too long ago, as a matter of fact.
Off the ship?
No, the ship was docked and we were not allowed over because of Uncle COVID. But I have flown there in the past and overnighted, and it's quite nice. Very delightful.
Really? Well, I can just land and go to the ship. And, of course, I'll be working tomorrow night.
Oh, you're going direct. You're not overnighting?
No, I'm not overnighting.
How'd you pull that off?
I don't know how I pulled it off. That's how
One
I-
little thunderstorm and you're not making it, pal.
Oh, well. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I mean, whatever. I'm trying. I never sweat going there. I sweat coming home because you want to be home.
Right.
But if they're going to send me somewhere and the weather and a flight's delayed and you got to stay in a hotel, it's not my fault.
No, you still get paid.
I get paid and I tried. I mean, I'll be on the plane at 6 a.m. tomorrow. And if weather and things happen, then I'll get to wherever the ship is the next day.
Right.
It's the end of a 21-day cruise. So it's the last 5 days.
Right.
So, they're going to be a fun audience. They're going
to be great.
They're going to be great. They're going to be...
Have you ever done one of those world
They've
cruises?
seen everything. No.
I did day 92 of a 100-day world cruise, and the cruise director leaned in and he goes, "Listen, these people they want off the ship. They signed up for this. They had no idea." He said 2 months in, they were like, "When's this going to end?" Well, they ponied up all this money. We're going to stick it out. He goes, "Some of them, they hate everybody in the last month and a half. They just, any entertainer, any level, they just hate them all." So he goes, "So don't worry about it. They're going to hate you." I'm like, "Okay."
Well, I like that.
Which is
It's kind of
great.
freeing.
He disarmed me. It was
I like that.
It was unbelievable. I went up there, and he goes, do 25 half tops. I'm like, even better. He goes, if you're having fun, you can do a little longer. So I go up. I'm having fun. I do 35. Crowd loves me. I go, this is great.
Crowd was having fun?
Second show.
Oh, uh-oh.
Hour later, second show. Horrible. Just completely horrible. I get to the 25-minute mark. I go, good night. cruise director's not there.
No.
So I tell the band,
He
play the
jumped
music.
Off. He
play
jumped off the third deck.
He jumped.
Yeah.
I tell the band, play the music. And they're like, we don't have music to play. We only have the music for the cruise director to play. I go, you guys are musicians. Play a song.
Play that.
So
Play that music then.
There's
Who
a
cares?
dead. There's
So
like
you
dead
say
2
good night,
minutes.
and
I got to
then
go back
nothing.
out. I grab the microphone. I go, hey, a cruise director will be airing. They hate me, by the way. They really did hate me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nothing like the first show. And then finally he goes, 1, 2, 3, and they start playing some music. I'm like, thank you. Filler. Cruise director shows up 5 minutes later. Why did you leave the stage? I said, you said 25 to a half. If I'm having fun, go a little longer. I said, I wasn't having fun at 25. I said, good night.
I wasn't having fun.
He was like, oh. So he goes out there. He goes, hi, everybody. Sorry about that little glitch. Well, that's show business, right?
Yeah. It's weird doing the pod and eating.
It is.
There's little lulls where I go, I'd like to say something, but
I'm swallowing.
I can't right now. And, yeah, that,
Yeah, being in your car, being in your Buick Regal and swallowing wasn't the plan. I didn't plan this.
I knew when I said swallowing, there was a delay, and I'm thinking, I'll just let him. I stayed quiet. let him do his joke. Here we go. It's funny how comedy is the only job where you can say, like, I wasn't having fun. You know, like no other job. It's just a job. You don't get that fun. But why'd you get off stage? I wasn't having fun. Oh, all right. We'll let you go on this one. You know what I mean? Yeah, go tell the guy made McAllister's Deli making these sandwiches. Hey, you having fun? Having a good time? Enjoying it? Not a bad sandwich. I didn't use
good.
I didn't use the au jus.
Why not?
Well, it's a car massa. Need some au jus.
You got the chick. What do you care about messing up the car now? And this is the life of comedians, ladies and gentlemen. And as we recapped in our last episode, this is the first time or the second time we've done a live podcast together since the beginning. We actually started doing it on Zoom, long distance, in April of 2020.
We were doing those on Facebook.
Yes.
They were just little Facebook. They were all on YouTube and Patreon and all our videos. And on Fridays, those are the videos when we say from the vault. Those are our 15, 20-minute maybe video we would do. We did twice a week during the pandemic on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And then the pandemic continued. We thought it'd be over.
I thought it was going to be a month, and we were done.
And then it continued. And then we were like, you know what? Let's make it a real podcast, get it out on podcast platforms. And now we're up to volume 170.
Can you hear my crunching?
I can. Your spud chips.
Yes.
That was 17. I'm forgetting
This is 170.
now. Is that only podcasts, or is that including Facebook
No.
pods?
We're probably like 180.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we did some live streaming, stuff we didn't record.
Okay.
So
Right.
it doesn't include that. This is just the podcast. It was the Two Dicks podcast, the
Two
Talking
Dicks.
Dicks, and then the Talking Dicks comedy podcast. So
Yeah.
it's changed names a few times.
Yeah.
Again, because we thought we were going to be doing it for a month.
Yeah. And looking back again, as we've noted before, if we thought any of this was going to last a couple of years, might have chosen a different name.
Yeah.
But,
It's a hard sell.
you know, what are you going to do? I've been on a ship, the last ship I was on. In fact, the cruise director said, what can I bring you up? And it's a big crowd. I said, I have a podcast called Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. And he was like, I'm not gonna, I'll just say podcast, and they can look for it. Mm-hmm. I go, well, whatever, that's fine. But I mean, it's a late adult show, dude. They should have fun with it. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? This guy's got a podcast called I always get in the clubs, they'll go, I'm sure he'll tell you all about it. Well, no, you tell them about it, and then I'll do my act. I don't need.
Here's the thing. When we did that local television show here in Tampa, I don't remember what network that was. Was it NBC? The affiliate?
Yeah, that was NBC, yeah.
When we were doing our web series, The Two Dicks, the woman announcer actually said the name of our web series. She
And
said,
then-
and you're on a show called The Two Dicks.
And giggled nervously.
Giggled, and I couldn't believe that they were doing it. Wasn't it morning television?
Morning television. Yeah, we were promoting. And they said it a few times because we showed a clip. They showed a clip from the web series to promote our show at the
We
Tampa
explained it
Improv.
well. We
Yeah.
said it's based on 1950s detectives, when they
Yeah.
would call them dicks, and we shot it in black and white, and it's all on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they were cool with that,
Uh-huh.
but she went ahead and said, so you're on this show called The Two Dicks. Can you please explain that?
Yeah. Yeah, but at the time when we shot the first Two Dicks on the ship, we needed a title. It just seemed like, well, that's, because dicks is a funny word, and we're two dicks, and they were two detectives. I mean, it really fit, but we didn't give it the thought of, well, that'll be a tough sell. I don't know if we should do that.
Do they call detectives dicks anymore?
I don't think so.
Does that fade out in the 80s
That's
or
probably, it's not, maybe it's not politically correct now with, calling someone a dick.
What, but
I don't
when
even
did
know how
fade
it
out?
came about. I don't even know why it was a thing. Why would they be dicks?
I don't know. It has something to do with Dick Tracy, too?
Well, Dick Tracy was based off the word, calling them dicks. Maybe detectives. Yeah, you're two dicks instead of detective, saying the word detective. Dick was easier. And then, I don't know, then Dick became penis and then became
Yeah, Dick was-
asshole.
yeah.
Dick's got a lot of life to it, when you think of it. He's a dick.
didn't- And gay. What about gay? Gay meant happy.
Gay was happy. Yeah. I can remember, I was like 11 years old or 12 years old when it changed overnight. I remember vividly being in the school cafeteria, getting a piece of pizza, maybe 6th grade, and a kid behind me said, "Hey, are you gay?" And I said, "I guess so," meaning because I'm happy. And he giggled, he and his other dumb friend. And I was like, "What? What is that? What's going on?" And they're like, "You don't even know what it means." And it was like literally overnight. It went from happy to, being a homo. That's
Well, are you gay?
I'm very gay, yes. I'm a gay dick.
He's a very happy dick.
Happy dick.
Well, there's your explanation for that.
Yeah. But
Wow.
I mean, that was like overnight. Things, it's how things happen though. It's like, someone goes, "Hey, you want to Netflix and chill?" Well, where did that come from? Anyone over, 30, that sounds like, we sit home, watch Netflix. No, there's a secret, there's
It's
this
a sex
language out there.
engagement.
And we don't learn about it.
It's code.
Until it's too late.
It meant come over and have sex.
Yeah. Why?
But you're using the word Netflix and chill as a smoke screen to get you to get naked.
Yeah, but do you need a smoke screen?
Well, I don't know. What do you say? Hey, do you want to get together and fuck tonight?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I say.
Yeah, that's what you say.
That's my move.
That's what you say.
I just go, "Hey, when are we fucking? Are we fucking tonight?" No,
Do I need to get the Buick?
I guess. You want to come out and see it again? You want to sit in it? Come on, have a seat.
All right. So what's happening now? You're going to be heading to Bonaire.
I'm heading to Bonaire. I'm going to drop you off today. Then I'll go home, throw some things in a bag, and then I leave for Bonaire in the early a.m. And you're doing, is it a week or 2 weeks?
I'm going to do 2 weeks on the brilliance of the seas, and then I'm going to fly to Boston February 10th, and I'll be performing at Fulcino Vineyards in Hollis, New Hampshire, with Bernadette Pauley and Dave Russo.
Yes.
On the 11th and the 12th. Bernadette and I will be at Laugh Boston with Vicky Cooperman and Max Cohen on Saturday, but also Tom Cotter and Carrie Louise will be performing on Sunday.
Isn't there something else going on
There's
Sunday?
a Super Bowl.
There's a Super
They're going to be
Bowl.
performing a matinee at kickoff. What time is kickoff? Is it 6
p.m.?
They'll probably be done with their show. They moved it. It was in the evening. They moved
Yeah,
it
because
to
there's no
matinee.
pregame or anything for Super Bowl. They should be fine with that.
Yeah.
2 o'clock. Nobody cares. Nobody watches pregame and drinks and eats. And people think Super Bowl Sunday. Let's go to a matinee for comedy.
I had a gig, or we had a gig in Rhode Island at a little place called Chan's, and
Chan's?
yeah, and they get like 150 people in there. on Sunday night.
CHAN?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. It's a Chinese restaurant,
Little
but they have a
Chinese restaurant?
buffet function room, and they do comedy on Sunday nights.
do they?
So And we had a door deal.
Oh, door deal.
And then the booker called me and said, hey, that's Super Bowl Sunday because they added a game to the NFL season. I'm like, ah! So we had to cancel it. Are they going to do the extra week next year?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's permanent?
It's in now. Money, man. They make money. They had another
More
game
injuries.
if they could.
More injuries.
They don't care. They say they don't care. It's all money. They'd add another game. Don't be shocked someday there'll be 18 games. You know?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
CTE,
some are saying
head
that
injuries,
NFL
who
won't be
cares?
around in another
Who's saying
decade.
that?
They're saying it
Why?
because of injuries.
Oh, it'll be around.
But they're making better helmets and whatnot, right?
Yeah. Brady, all right, so before we wrap up, Brady coming back next year?
Well, they said it's the first time that he's been hinting around to not coming back. So I think it's 50-50 at this point. And he said, I'm not making any decisions right now until I feel it.
So you don't have a take on this? There's a hot take. We need a hot take, Al.
He played, he was at the top of his game
Right.
this past season.
Right.
I say he goes one more season.
One more season. I'm going to agree with that. I think one more. I don't think he calls it a career on a game where he came back all the way and then they lost because of a bad defensive call on for the Bucks. I think he comes back.
And
plays
Aaron
again.
Rodgers?
I think Aaron Rodgers plays again for the Green Bay Packers.
Really?
Not going anywhere.
You think he's not going anywhere?
No.
I think he's going to go somewhere.
Where's he going?
I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think? San Francisco?
They drafted a young kid.
Oh, they did, didn't they? Yeah.
And they got Jimmy G, who's
Yeah.
in the championship game.
Well, he is. Yeah, you're right.
That poor guy gets no. He's been in the Super Bowl and the championship game in the last 4 years.
Okay.
And people are like, get rid of him. You know what I mean? We'll take him. New York Giants.
Oh, the Giants.
We'll take him.
Aaron Rodgers, the Giants.
No. We have a new GM. We're announcing a new head coach, probably tomorrow, Friday, and then the draft. We have 2 picks in the draft in the top 10. So, Giants.
Rebuilding.
2 or 3 years from now,
They'll be back in it.
we'll be back. But yeah, and that's our sports wrap up. And your Super Bowl predictions before the championship game. Who do you have?
I'm gonna go with the. I think if the Rams can eke this out, man, it'll be the Rams.
I'm saying who's in the Super Bowl. You have an AFC team,
Right.
and an NFC.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna stick the Rams in there, and I'm trying to remember who's in it. And Chiefs. Chiefs are gonna take it all.
Right. I go Chiefs, Niners, Super Bowl,
Okay.
and Kansas City, Mahomes winning his second,
Yeah. That sounds
which
good.
is crazy. I mean, how old? I think he's.
24, 5.
I don't know. Yeah, he's a kid, and
Is he a little older than that?
he might be like
26.
Well, he's been in the league, so 26. You know, crazy. 2 Super Bowls.
He's amazing.
He is, and
Way
they were, and they
the way
were,
he can sling it on the run.
and it was looking bad in the beginning of the year. People were like, "Oh, what's wrong with the Chiefs?" You know, they were losing games, and
Well, he was also injured
They
there
put it
that one
together.
season.
they put it all together. They're fine. So,
They're solid.
all right, I think I have to.
Take me to the ship.
You want to leave the camera rolling as we drive a little?
No, it's going to fall down. It's not.
It's not. Oh, it's not secure.
And I have our fancy microphones right here, so
Yeah.
the bass is over there.
Oh,
So that's it.
okay.
Thanks for listening to the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast, and we'll see you on the next volume.
Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
I'm losing my mind.
Patreon.com/The2Dicks, which is named after our web series. This is the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
Okay, sure.
All right. Subscribe. Mary.
Go to patreon.com/the2dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.